and we'll end the year with another Ask Kurt Anything. And we'll have fun with that. So let's get into what we're here to talk about, though, this week. And we're only going back 5 years, Kurt. So the memories should be fresh.
It should be fresh. Yeah.
Yep. And this is 5 years ago, 2017, TLC. Your first match back from the WWE in 11 long years. And it wasn't even supposed to happen. That's the crazy part, you know? But before we get into it, man, we're going to discuss how it had been those 11 years since the last time you were wrestling in a WWE ring. You wrestled Danny Doring in Salisbury, Maryland. To all the way, here you go. It's October 22nd, 2017 in Minneapolis. Talk about how much you had changed from those beginning days to now, 2017. I mean, we know physically the toll the injuries have taken on your body throughout this time. But, man, just talk about that a little bit for us.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of injuries during that time, especially in TNA. I had a lot in WWE as well before I left to go to TNA. But, at this point in 2017, I was nearing the end of my career. I knew that I wasn't going to go much longer because I felt that I was slowing down a little bit. And I didn't want the fans to remember me like that. That's why I retired so abruptly in the next, couple of years after I returned to WWE. But I just didn't feel that I was the same Kurt Angle. So knowing that, and I'm not going to blame it on WWE, but when I first came back to WWE in 2017, I was in wrestling shape. I was all ready to go. And they threw a curveball at me and said, "Hey, we want to induct you in the Hall of Fame." I said, "Well, I'm not done wrestling yet." They said, "Okay, we'll get to that. Don't worry about that, but we're going to induct you first." And then they inducted me in Hall of Fame, and they said, "Hey, we want to make you general manager now." I was like, well, "What about wrestling?" "Oh, we'll get to that later." And I felt what they should have done, because I was in such great wrestling shape when I came back in 2017. I thought they should have had me wrestle first, be GM second, and get inducted in the Hall of Fame third. But I think because they felt that I was a liability, which I completely understood with the painkiller problem I had back then and my broken necks. So I think that they wanted to ease me in. And what happened was I became inactive. When I became the GM, I stopped training in the ring. So for the next 6 or 7 or 8 months before the TLC match, I didn't train at all. And that really slowed me down even more.
It's almost like they wanted to do a little bit of a feeling out process, right? Now that we're getting refamiliarizing ourselves with Kurt. We know what he was like when he left, and we want to see for ourselves what kind of shape.
Said to me when I returned, he said you were the biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah.